Welcome to the Creator's Light podcast, a podcast for you to activate your creative power, to create again light within you, to connect you with the light around you, and to contribute with your light to the world. My name is Sarah Baltos, and in today's episode, I want to talk about the topic which is one of the most or the biggest reason why people are not in their creator's light. Procrastination. And if you would love to get out of procrastinating, or you're asking yourself, why the heck do I not do what I really want to do, then this episode is for you. Let's have a look on it together. Stop procrastinating and let's get started. Procrastination we mostly identify when we are avoiding to start with a specific topic or kind of work, like starting a master thesis, doing homework, writing the tax declaration, cleaning the house, or even doing groceries sometimes, or even going to the doctor. There are so many examples I can share with you, but today I want to take this topic a bit to another level of life significance, life-changing significance with this. 2010, 2011, I was in the middle of a health crisis. I just got diagnosed a hormonal tumor in my hypophysis and feeling overwhelmed and totally unsatisfied with my job surroundings and even in my private life, because it almost did not exist. My private life simply did not exist at this point. And especially because I was so dedicated on work, I absolutely procrastinated taking a decision for my whole life. I was on a plain autopilot mode and totally in a survival modus. And how many of you maybe have felt this, that you feel deep down in your heart something is definitely going wrong, something is definitely not feeling right, but you're procrastinating looking at it, or basically it's much easier to just be continuing in this autopilot mode, hoping that something will change without changing. And the result was that I was running into a serious burnout. And yes, I procrastinated taking action on it. I totally did. And the same type of procrastination I lived in terms of taking a decision and action towards an unsatisfied job situation, an unsatisfied relationship, and in more general terms, unsatisfying life, allowing myself to do or not allowing myself what I really wanted to do, which was traveling the world. And I will talk about it in another podcast, another episode about it. But it was so amazing to see that, I had for such a long time like a dream or vision, but I simply did not allow myself to look at it. So what was happening and how did I get out of this? This procrastination loop and getting started. And for that today, for summarize a bit my experience, I want to share with you 7 steps which help me especially to get out of this loop. And not only of this loop to get started, but as well to stop fighting against procrastination. And that's my very first step I want to share with you, with the invitation, to allow yourself to identify and accept that you were or you are procrastinating. When we struggle against something, we tend to resist, and we punish us for having these kind of negative feelings, and we try to struggle against it. And these feelings we are resisting on, they will persist. What we resist persists. A powerful saying, and it's so, so, so true. The more stressed out you are, the harder it will be to make a change and to take a decision and take action. And that's why today I want to tell you, don't be angry with yourself. Guilt and regret are one of the most draining emotions. And by identifying that you're resisting to something in the very first step and accepting all emotion that rises and the feeling as well of being overwhelmed, this is the first step. And how many of you have been or maybe are in this situation and saying, oh my God, yes, it's like, that's so true. I just didn't want to face it. If you feel that, if you feel or you identify procrastination in this very instant moment, then you have made one of the biggest mega steps, the biggest and mega steps. And often in these kind of situations, little or big procrastination issues, I would say, if they are life-changing or simply procrastination moments, one major thing occurs. We do not know where to start and what to do. And this is exactly what happened to me. I did not know at all. I did not know at all what to do in 2011 regarding my literally life crisis. It was not only a crisis in one area, it was a life crisis. I needed some help. And that's the second step I want to share with you, to really invite you to ask for help and to ask for guidance. Open up to your family, open up to your friends, look for a like-minded group of people, virtual or presential, wherever it is, or even look for a master or a coach to first just share your situation with, and share your struggle, asking for guidance. And I learned to open up and to say, hello, yes, here, I need some help. And life became so much lighter because I could learn that I'm not alone on this path, and that people already have been there where I want to, where I am and where I want to go. And there are people out there who can be a light for my personal path. And this step led me to point three. Define your why behind getting started to climb the mountain. One thing in our life is that one thing is to have clear goals, but one thing I identified is that we can have so many clear goals, but if we do not define why we want to achieve them, they are becoming meaningless for us. And I don't know if you have, for example, reached a very important or seemingly important goal for you, like graduating from university, and you thought, okay, when I graduated, then I will be happier, or I feel more relieved. And what happened? It was exactly the opposite. When I really practiced asking myself, for what am I doing it? What is my why behind? It absolutely started to change my perspective. And the question right now is, what is your why behind the task you're resisting against? Yeah, what is your why do you yeah, it's basically, what is the reason why you're not doing your thesis or writing your thesis? Maybe there is a chance that you can reevaluate to set this clear and to have it absolutely in front of your, or to focus on, so that every time you're getting back into this procrastination mood, you tell yourself for what and why you are doing it. And this why is also the next, or is the next step on the bridge towards point 4, to define your first destination. In German, there's a saying, you do not see the forest because of all the trees. And often we have so many destinations in our mind that we literally do not know where to go first. We do not see the whole thing because there is so many trees in front of our eyes, so that we do not see that there's a forest existing. And have you ever felt this, that you had so much in your mind so that there was no clarity of where to start? For example, in terms of my own business development, in the last couple of years, I had so much information that I simply did not know where to start and go first. Would it be open up my first social media with creating the content, and hopefully different content on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and doing parallel the online course, and open up a company, and then giving coachings to Bill, and building my website on top, and so on and so on. And I was totally overwhelmed. Yeah, I was simply overwhelmed, and I didn't know where to start. So start with defining the very first step, even it is to ask for help, reviewing the situation with a friend, or your partner, whoever, a coach, a mentor, a teacher, and define the first destination and little steps, taking one action. And here comes one of my favorite points. And let me ask you, how many of you, or do you agree with me? That everything, literally everything alive starts with a decision? It is something which is, for me, one of the major breakthroughs in my life, or it has been one of the major breakthroughs in my life, when I understood that literally everything starts with a decision. Even I do not take it consciously. When I stick to something, I want to avoid taking a decision. I took a decision. I made a decision. And so the point 5 is, which I want to invite you to make a decision and to take action and throw perfectionism overboard. Regarding what I learned is, aim for done over perfect. Yeah, this is one phrase which I got so clear, and I don't know from whom I heard it, but it's like aim for done over perfect. And it was my biggest lesson in the last couple of years. Imagining the perfect essay, assignment, or project, or podcast. First of all, speaking perfectly English without an accent and without any mistakes, or perfectly speaking Spanish before opening my mouth. It is nothing at all if it's not started or even finished. Yeah, so let's just go for it, and yeah, just let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm telling it to myself, and I'm smiling right now because I am sitting here right now. I was starting this podcast as well as several episodes all over again because I was saying a word wrong in English or grammatically incorrect, whatever. And I said, okay, I mean, what is my why behind it? Yeah, and I'm only getting better doing it. And this is my message. You also can't improve what doesn't exist yet. We have to get started. We have to get started. And exactly this was a motivational talk I was giving myself these days. And this is the recommendation number 6 for you to give yourself a motivational talk. And self-talking is a great way to calm yourself down, to get focused again, and to meet your goals. And to talk to yourself really like I did. Hey, Sarah, let's get it started, using your own name, and tell yourself that you can and will do this no matter what. And I always have in my mind one of my favorite coaches from Germany, Laura Seiler. I mean, she in her podcast, and this is so perfect, and that's why I'm mentioning this today too. She just came out with this power talk. She has several power talks. I totally recommend you to listen to it, which are, in German. So for all of you who are speaking German, I can really recommend her power talks. You get a cool example, super cool example of how to talk to yourself. And when I talk to myself, I say, Sarah, I know this week has been hard and you're tired. But you have gone already so far, and you're going to rock this too. And now it's time to get started your podcast. Just do it no matter what. And you can also ask yourself some questions. For example, Sarah, why are you nervous about this? You know you can handle it. Or you just focus and get your string or your thoughts straight and just do it. And this is exactly the last point I want to share today with you, which is focus towards the first step and its celebration. Get all your distraction out of your way. Close down your phone, whatever, close yourself in or lock yourself inside your house. Do not have any other meetings. Do not have any friends come around or call you. Tell your family that you're out of reach this day. Do whatever it takes you to avoid distraction. Just focus. And we are so used that we are distracted nowadays by so much noise around us. And I want to really invite you to give your brain a break and to focus just on one mini thing. No more multitasking, no more other things, just focus on that. And even when it will take longer, stick to it till it's done. and have a reward waiting for you. Have a reward waiting for you. We all are conditioned by two forces, and the one is avoid pain or experience joy. So let's focus on the joy. A special dinner, a movie night, whatever you love. When you finish this first step, celebrate yourself. And one of my biggest joys is to order sushi. And today, finishing this first official episode here, I am going to order sushi. So let's summarize these 7 steps to stop procrastination for you. And let's get started. So the first thing I was sharing with you is to identify and accept where that you were or that you are procrastinating. Do not struggle against it anymore. Do not use more energy on really judging yourself for it. Go for the second point, which is ask for help and guidance. And with this guidance, the point 3 is to define your why and getting started to climb the mountain. Getting started. The point 4 was to define your first destination and to make it small, to make it clear and to get started. With point number 5, making a decision to take action and throw the perfectionism overboard. Point number 6, give yourself a motivational talk. And last but not least, point 7, focus towards the first step and its celebration. So that was it, and I hope this content can really serve you to get moving and to get starting. Because my wish for you is that you simply start to design your life, to live your dreams without any limits, and activating your own creator's light. Thank you so much for your time, for listening, for simply existing. And I hope to have you around in the next episode. Thank you so much. With all my love, your Sarah.